Hola chicos y chicas! Tonight what we're going to talk about is how to make Chicha Morada, which is a spiced purple corn drink that is delicious. Everybody loves to drink it here in Peru, and so here's a process of how you can make it. And this is actually something you can make in the States because you can get dried maíz morado off of Amazon, and then all the other ingredients should be pretty easy to come by. So the first thing you want to start out with is the maíz morado. So I'm using about a pound, I'm calculating. You see I've already got some of it in here with water, but I kept some out just so I could show you. Okay, so I try to take some of the grains off just to expose the cob more, okay, because that way that helps get out that nice purple coloring, which is very high in antioxidants. You see, I mean, it is just dark all the way through, just a little bit there in the center. So when you're buying this, you try to look for the ones that are like just really dark, nice and dark. So you just put those in, all of it goes in. You see, look at that one. Look how dark that cob is, beautiful. All right, so I'm just gonna finish getting all that. Of course, I washed it first. So this was, I said, about a pound, which was about 3.5 cobs. The next thing that's really important is the water that you use. I generally use a Berkey water filter, but the one that we have here needs new filters. It's not hardly filtering at all. So we are buying this Santa Andrea water, which is actually produced by a local friend of mine. They have their own well, they have their own filtration plant. It's treated by reverse osmosis and ozone. So that's really important here because there's a really high mineral content here in Peru, and a lot of those minerals could be like heavy metals like arsenic and fluoride that just occurs naturally, and you really want to filter that out of your water. So I'm a bit of a filtered water snob, so this is some good stuff right here. All right, so I've got water in there, I've got the corn in there. The next thing that's gonna go in is cinnamon sticks. So usually I would use about 1 whole cinnamon stick. I forgot to get some, so I just kind of had to use the rest of what was in a package that I could find laying around the house, so I'll put that in there. The next thing that'll go in there is clavo de olor. Okay, so this is cloves. So just you put the whole cloves in there. I'm using a little bit more cloves than I would normally use just because I probably don't have quite a whole stick of cinnamon stick right there. And then I took one of my beautiful ripe pineapples. Got to cut off the top and discard that, cut off the bottom, discard that. And I made sure to wash it thoroughly ahead of time because what I'm going to put in is actually the skin. So normally when I cut up a pineapple, I'm kind of particular. I don't want to take too much of the pulp with the skin, just to, you know, in an attempt to be frugal. But what's nice about using it for the Chicha Morada is I don't have to be that careful because I'm getting use out of this, okay? So I just cut away and I'll put the skin of 1 pineapple into here, and that just helps give it a really nice bright flavor. Okay, so now I'll leave this on the stove until it reaches boiling. I'll let it boil for a little bit. The next thing that I will do, I'll let it cool down a little bit, but before it gets too cool, I like to go ahead and add the sugar. We like it pretty nice and sweet, so it's just a taste really. So I like to get this sugar in while it's still hot, but I'll just filter out all of that stuff that I've added in and it'll give just a really nice dark purple drink. Okay, and then once it's cooled down, I'll add in lime juice. And once again, this is just a taste. But there you go. There's all the ingredients that you need to make some delicious chicha morada. So I'll just put it in the fridge once it's cooled down some, and I've added the sugar tonight and let it dissolve. And then we'll have some delicious, cool chicha morada tomorrow, which is going to be great for the hot weather that we're having down here since it is summer. And when I say hot, I mean, 75, 77. It's been really wonderful temperature-wise here, beginning of January. All right, well, if you have any questions, let me know.